All right, welcome outside the Bengals practice fields. Paul Daner Jr., Jay Morrison. We are here with you. It's time for another one of our Bengals practice recaps. Day 3
Yes.
is in the books. And so we've got, of course, we have one takeaway, one play, one thing we heard them say because we like to rhyme things. We're getting good at this. And today, what's your takeaway, Jay?
So my takeaway today was that we finally got to see the kickoff, the new kickoff rule in action, and they actually ran 2 periods with it, and it was different to see. Obviously, you've watched it on films with the XFL, but to see it in person was interesting. To see the personnel they were using was really interesting. Backup center Trey Hill was on the return team at one point. Jackson Carman was lined up to go in. I don't think he ever went in. And then the second time around, they had Drew Sample in that middle spot of the return group, which just leads you. They're just experimenting with everything. They're seeing what body types, what personnel can go in there. It is a total work in progress. We've talked to Darren Simmons about how his head's just swimming with all these different ideas, and it was really interesting to see it kind of work out today. And it was almost full speed. I mean, the returners were hitting the hole and taking it all the way, and it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun if it ends up happening. At some point, they might just say, screw it, we're going to kick it out of the end zone, let them start at the 40. But for now, it looks like it's going to be a fun play.
Chase Brown, Travion Williams, kind of the first two out there. But
Charlie Jones did it quite a bit.
Yeah, a lot of the others that you would expect. Charlie Jones, Cole Burgess, some guys as well back there. For me, my takeaway for today is that 3 days in, off day tomorrow, night practice Sunday. First 3 days, no pads yet. Yeah. It's a really good time to get a better view of your skill position players and your DBs. And I think through 3 days, DJ Turner has looked the part. Now, he had a great camp last year as a rookie.
Yeah.
But I think looking for that year 2 jump, you've seen him make plays. You've seen him be where you want him to be. It's felt like he is a guy out there. They're calling him Mr. PBU now.
Which is good and bad.
Good and bad, yeah. They want you to be Mr. INT, but he has. Yeah. He's gotten his hand on the football a lot. Had a nice pass breakup against T. Higgins in the back pylon today. You've seen him make those plays, and they need that so badly. Mike Hilton afterwards kind of saying, look, I feel like the battle with Dax has helped bring the best out of DJ. You're seeing that. It's got a long way to go, a long season to go for DJ, but through 3 days, I think my takeaway is that really good what you've seen from DJ Turner.
Yeah, and I talked to him about this yesterday where he's given up some receptions. None of them are easy. Every single catch he's given up has been contested. He's right there. He is getting his hands. So a lot of the PBUs have been best case scenario. You're not intercepting those balls. You're just trying to get your hands on them. So the Mr. PBU line it's funny, but he'll get them. The picks are going to come his way. They can't all be Lance Robinson.
No, that's right. Yeah. What is your play of the day?
So my play of the day was a red zone 7-on-7, and it was Logan Woodside, the third string quarterback, was running the snaps or running the offense, and the play just totally broke down. He scrambles off to his right, and he's brand new here. Jermaine Burton's brand new here, and they kind of like meet eyes, and he gives him a little this, and Burton cuts off his route and goes to the back pylon, and Woodside throws him a nice ball. Burton catches it, gets his feet down for a touchdown. It was just a really interesting, the kind of communication play you would expect from guys that have been together much longer than these two guys who both just showed up here a couple months ago.
Yeah, an instinctual play from Burton, I thought, where it's like, okay, seeing what's happening, the ability to run away. It was a linebacker, but to run away, make the catch, tap down in the back corner. We've seen him have one or two. Every day it feels like you've noticed Jermaine Burton out there. And it's easy to notice the guys that are throwing and catching in 7-on-7. But I do think he stood out. It's certainly been somebody you pay attention to. That was definitely a play.
Yeah.
That was noteworthy. My play today, Joe Burrow punting, right? If it tells you what kind of a day today was going to be, that's exactly what it was. As we walk out there, the first thing we see is there's special teams coordinator Darren Simmons and Joe Burrow working on punting. Now he's just messing around and this, that, and the other, practicing his pooch punts. Joe was not going to throw today. It was a scheduled day where Joe was not going to throw. And so what do you end up with? You get some punts. It wasn't too bad at it. Not terrible.
It looked like they were more than just messing around, but Darren said they were just having some fun. Joe couldn't do anything. He couldn't throw the ball, so he wanted to kick the ball. And Burrow did take part in some handoffs today, too. He's like, I'm not taking a whole day off.
No.
You're not going to let me throw. I'm going to do everything else possible.
Yeah. What do you got for your final thing that we heard them say?
So I kind of foreshadowed it with the Lance Robinson, the undrafted free agent out of Tulane. He's good friends with Jamar Chase. He had an interception of Rocky Lombardi yesterday. He had another interception of Rocky Lombardi today. Was talking to him a little bit after practice about just how the limited reps and the ability to make a difference, make some splash plays. And Jeff Hobson from Bengals.com asked him, did Jamar Chase give you any advice before you got here about this team, about the organization, anything? And he said, he told me one thing: follow Mike Hilton everywhere that guy goes. And Mike said he has taken him up on that. He has been his little shadow. And, they both come into the league as undrafted guys. Mike is in, year 8 now? So it's not a bad guy to follow around. And it's a long climb for a guy like Lance Robinson to make this roster. They even signed another cornerback today. But to be able to make splash plays like that, even when it's the threes going against the threes, people notice that stuff.
Hey, when you're catching the ball, when you're picking the ball off, it's better than not picking the ball off, right? Mine piggybacks off that a little bit, and that was a little bit more about Mike Hilton, who you may have noticed on Twitter the other day pointing out that he's kind of sick of the haters, say less, out there, year 8, still being doubted. And I was kind of asking him, like, why do you feel the need? And he's like, I just feel like I'm just constantly being disrespected. Well, you know why? Because he seeks it out. He says, I'm seeking out the haters. My family and friends know, you see something, if somebody's saying that I'm not good enough, send it to me. Yeah. I want to see it. A guy that's motivated that way, he's still motivated, and it showed up today. Made a couple of plays. Were they targeting the little guy against big wingspan Mike Gesicki? They sure were. Got the PBU in the red zone, the type of play you want to see him make. Now, it hasn't been perfect, but, it's just funny to hear a guy where that's how you become undrafted free agent to success story, is kind of being motivated. He's still looking for it. He kind of looked around like it might have been some of y'all, and I'm like, was it me? Was it me? Did I do it? I hope it wasn't me. But either way, Mike Hilton not lacking motivation.
No.
So actually, if you feel like you want to find a way to help the Bengals defense this year, I guess send some crap to Mike Hilton.
Yeah.
Might actually help motivate him a little bit. Well, we got to wrap it up. The Macy's Music Fest is about to go off here.
There's a motorcycle blaring Foo Fighters?
Is it someone? Is it a roadie from last night's concert? Jay's still standing here after making it to last night's concert. A wild ride. Another day in the books here. We, of course, have off day on Saturday. Sunday, night practice back here. And then Monday, open to everybody here. They'll be back. Yeah. And we're right around the corner from the pads coming on.
Yeah.
That's all we can hope for. Hope you guys are enjoying these. Again, hit the buttons and the bells and say all the nice things in the comments. Give us the ratings to help us out on YouTube. We appreciate that, as always. And we will be talking to you again on Sunday night. Have a good one.